In this video, we're going to show you how to choose an appropriate target to use at the Perez Observatory. The telescope camera combination has a certain field of view. Think of it as the frame where your object is going to be centered. For our observatory, it's 23 arc minutes by 34 arc minutes. So what does that mean? Let's take a look at something familiar like the moon. The moon is about 30 arc minutes, so it doesn't quite fit the field of view. You wouldn't get the entire moon in. And just so we're clear, we actually don't want you observing the moon at all. The problem is not the size here. The problem is the brightness. The moon is so bright it could damage the sensors on the camera, and you don't want that to happen. Let's talk about planets. This is a picture of our largest planet, Jupiter. Look carefully and you can see 4 of the moons all off on one side. But this isn't a very good choice to use at the Perez Observatory. Planets, you really need to zoom in, and that's something we just can't do with this telescope. So if we can't look at planets or the moon, what can we see? We recommend deep sky objects, galaxies, planetary nebulas, bright nebulas, dark nebulas, star clusters, open and globular. These are the best of the deep sky objects. And they're all found in the Messier catalog. That's a great place for you to start. There are lots of places where you can get the Messier catalog. Just make sure you can get one that shows you the size in arc minutes. That's going to be the important factor. This Messier catalog was taken from the AstroPixel site and is a really good one. The columns we want to look at are the M number and NGC, those are the designations, the size in arc minutes, and when you can see it. That'll help you with your planning. Let's take a look at a few examples. Let's start with M1. It's 6 by 4, and that's pretty small for 23 by 34, as you can see. There's nothing wrong with imaging M1. Just be aware it's going to be small in your field of view. If we take a look at M8, that's 90 by 40, and that's going to be a bit too large. You can get the central regions, and that's gorgeous, but you're not going to be able to get the entire nebula in your field of view. Again, it's fine. Just know what you're looking at. Here's M13, a globular cluster in Hercules. This is 16.6 arc minutes, and that fits the frame really well. Just remember, you want something between 23 and 34. This will be a good place to start. When you get to the observatory, it's important to be able to put in the target properly. You cannot use the common name. You have to use one of the designations. For example, if you tried to write in Great Hercules Globular and hit the coordinates or ephemeris, you're not going to get any coordinates. It'll come up as question marks. It won't accept it. Don't put in any proper names. If you put in M13 and don't leave a space between it, when you hit Get Coordinates or Ephemeris, again, it's not going to know where you're at. M space 13 is great. Click Get Coordinates or Ephemeris, and there it is. The coordinates are the place, the location and space where it's going to go to take your image. Things often have different designations. NGC 6205 is the same as M13. Either one works. Notice the coordinates are the same. If you decide to use the NGC number, no problem. Just leave a space. That's all there is to it. Soon you'll be taking images at the observatory that'll fit the frame and be gorgeous. All of them will be in monochrome. In other videos, we'll teach you how to take that image and turn it into that. Until then, start collecting some images.